But you can't write this off as kind of like, oh, it's just cartoons.
No, well, I mean, of course, I think anyone who does is incredibly ignorant, to be honest.
Yeah.
Doki Doki Literature Club. Absolutely groundbreaking horror.
You're drinking fuel, that's motor oil.
We should maybe not talk about the fact we have a female sitting in a cage.
I don't know, man, I'm a guest.
Hello and welcome back to the Creating Illusions podcast, episode 4 with Ziene. Would you like to introduce yourself, man?
Yeah, my name's Ziene. I'm here on this podcast.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. James, because I feel like it's a running segment where you have to talk about how you've upgraded it every single time. Would you like to tell us what you changed?
Producer James has a mic, boys. How's it going? Let's go away. We have upgraded once again. We got the Trident set up. We have lighting, and we are now filming in Media City. Ooh. Nick got kicked out for the many innuendos said to me in the studio. Literally lost count. Like caught wind of it, and
HR complaints.
Yeah, they don't like him anymore. So they trusted me.
Dodgy eye, dodgy guy. That's how it is.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
Awesome. As you can tell as well, I feel like we've changed a little bit. If you can't tell, I'm wearing a very stylish little cloak. If the fans know that's wrong. It's pretty sick. Got like a little mask from Naruto, some pop figures decorating. We've got this handsome guy sitting next to us. Awesome. So today's episode is going to be kind of talking about anime, which I can feel a lot of you guys switching off now. You bastards. We're going to kind of talk about anime storytelling, live action anime adaptations, video games for animes, kind of talk about like animated pictures, animated films, you know, kind of like comparing them, you know, when people are like, oh, I don't watch anime, that's just cartoons, that's Japanese cartoons. Shut up. Anime is not just cartoons. It's amazing storytelling. Grow up.
I'm sure all the fans are quivering at the boots right now.
I told them that.
Nick threatening them to watch anime for however long this is going to be.
Yeah, I feel like, to be fair, if people weren't watching anime before watching this, that I don't know.
You're going to change some lives.
They're like, wow. I'm
going to change some lives this podcast. Fucking hell.
And I feel like I should kind of explain like Ziene's importance to this episode. So obviously, like growing up, I didn't watch anime until I met this guy. And then the first anime he showed me was on like one of them dodgy anime websites, being Tokyo Ghoul.
It would have been Kiss anime, you know?
Yeah.
That shit was gas.
Awesome. And Tokyo Ghoul as well as your first anime it's a choice.
It's not a bad one, to be fair. No. I mean, it's nice introduction, do you know what I mean? It has less of the anime bullshit, which I feel like you kind of got to build a tolerance to.
I feel like as the anime expert as well, I'll let you kind of give introduction as to what Tokyo Ghoul is.
I mean, it's a manga / anime set in Tokyo, and it's a world where like ghouls exist. So I mean, shock horror. You wouldn't guess by the name. And like they eat people, and like the human population are aware of it, and they've got like a police force to almost deal with that, and it just kind of continues from there, and it follows the main character who becomes a half ghoul. He originally starts off as human, but he becomes a half ghoul after like some experiment, and it just like follows him and like how that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
how it evolves.
Some twists and turns as well, to be fair.
There is, to be fair, honestly, yeah.
It's quite cool. But,
good stuff.
What of animes have you watched?
Many. Watched JoJo's, Bleach, you know, a good few. Yeah.
I feel like I kind of wanted to kind of talk about as well, like, I suppose anime's like ability to kind of do like storytelling, if that makes sense. In the sense that I feel like, to give an example, like My Hero, have you watched?
I've seen My Hero.
Yeah, I feel like My Hero's depictions of like heroism, or like just like the hero kind of trope in general, is like, it's gonna be a hot take, but like better or like on par with like Marvel or DC, especially of recent years. I feel like My Hero.
That is a hot take, to be fair. I don't know about on par. You know, I think it's good. I do think I think it's really good. I think it's criminally underrated, and I think a big part of that is the terrible fan base.
Yeah,
and it just shuts people see that, and they don't even give it a chance. To be honest, they just immediately shut off before like a conversation starts, literally. But
I feel like, especially, I mean, like, you know, when you see the All Might versus All For One fight, or Mirio versus Overhaul, or Deku versus Overhaul, like these fights, I feel like when I'm watching these, I'm like, this is like some of the best like hero like media I've seen in such a long time.
Do you know what? I agree with that. I think especially when you look at more recent things, I think it can be a, like, you know what I mean? Especially in the live action sphere, like, it's just a lot of shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just pumping out shit. It's quantity over quality, literally. I do agree. I think it's great. I think the depictions of heroism are great. Like you said, I think anime provides a medium to tell that story, and I don't really think it'd work in live action. Do you know what I mean? Like, it translates really well to animation. It's a solid show. I don't know what I think about being better or on par to Marvel and DC, purely because if we're looking at like animated shows included, games, live action, you've got comics, like while some mediums aren't currently up to standard, like some are still hitting, and they're also fucking like over 100 years old, do you know what I mean?
I'll say My Hero was better than like recent MCU movies, or the vast majority of recent MCU movies.
Agreed.
I don't know, just like in like the story, like, you know, in the language and the words, and like you feel like this like world like building, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. I mean, the world building's absolutely great. Character development's great. The writing's really good as well.
I don't know the mangaka of My Hero's name.
I think it's like Hirikoshi or something. It might.
Something. Yeah,
I think it might be.
But I feel like his ability to kind of explore like selfless heroism, like All Might always willing like to sacrifice his health, or Deku like breaking his fingers, breaking his arms to use his powers, especially like towards the start of the show. Mirio like losing his quirk to save Eri. Like, I feel like these are genuinely, like, if you've seen it, like, it's such good examples of kind of like heroes being able to sacrifice themselves.
Can we just get a close-in of the monster sit, please?
A monster test.
Put the mic up. Oi, 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 oi.
Placement for you there, boys.
Oi, 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 come on.
Yeah, we have to blur that.
It's just a shame we're not getting paid for this.
I know.
Monster sponsors, please. Also, can I?
Damn, there's no fucking way.
Yeah.
Hey. That's actually a flex, you know. That's a big flex.
Yeah. Sorry, I was trying to like peruse the aisle of what drinks I should get. And then I saw my name on Coke.
Mate, he didn't find it. He was digging for that.
Yeah.
You know.
I was like flinging him all off the
Guy's been looking for 5 years and he's just found it now.
I was like, who's Bob? Who's Greg? Who's no.
Jaden, fuck out of here.
Yeah, the poor staff in the shop. I know they had to clean the aisle.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I'm the reason the co-op shelves have been empty recently. What about you, Jay? I like to ask James. Have you ever watched anime? Are you an anime guy?
I'm not an anime guy at all. The door's locked, mate. Sorry, you stuck with me. I haven't watched anime. Well, I've only seen one, and that is Cyberpunk Edgerunners.
Peak.
Yeah.
So
I've not actually seen that.
You've not seen
I've
it?
not seen it.
You've not
no.
seen
Absolute.
Cyberpunk Edgerunners?
So many people have told me to watch
Really?
it.
It is.
Absolutely amazing. Playing the game first and then watching it afterwards.
So is it linked? Is it actually linked to the game?
Yeah, it's all...
Yeah, like, it's in the same world, isn't it?
It's all canon.
Characters,
yeah.
but, like, it's amazing, isn't it?
It is absolutely groundbreaking.
It is phenomenal.
The action, the studio that made it, Studio Trigger, the gore, the art style and everything is so on point. The voice actors, just flawless. Yeah. Absolutely flawless, I think.
They did smash it, to be fair. I was sobbing at the end, mate.
I teared up a little bit.
I was fucking honestly, what the fuck? It's so good. I can't believe you've not watched Edgerunners.
Oh.
Shame. You know
That's real shame. Man.
That is shame. Mate, honestly.
Devil May Cry got like an anime adaptation, didn't it?
It did. I watched like the first episode and was like, it was okay.
Yeah.
I
heard it was alright.
It's adaptation, mate. Do you want to try that again?
Oh.
Because you know what it is? You know I have that issue, innit? Like, when I was 5 years old, I got jumped.
That's crazy. Anyway, anyway, back to anime, boys. Back to anime.
See, I'm lost now. What was it? This is thrilling content.
Edgerunners.
Awesome. I don't know. Sell it to me in like a sentence. If you had to say one sentence to sell, like, make me watch Edgerunners.
You ever played the game?
Have you played Cyberpunk?
I'd say that's a no. Well, I'd say...
To be fair, Edgerunners is a prequel to the Cyberpunk game, so it will give a little bit of backstory into the universe and whatnot. All the episodes are
I've seen
world
a
building.
little bit. I know.
Amazing world building.
It's like Lucy and David are the main characters, right?
Yeah.
And
David and Lucy. Get it right, mate.
Yeah,
I'll stick a mantis blade through your headpiece.
I don't
Not
know
Fred,
what that is.
Oh, yeah.
No, but unlike Lucy's dream is to go to the moon or something. Yeah.
Yeah. But like, honestly, lad, you've just got to watch it. There's not really too much that can be said without like spoiling it for you, and that's something you just need to watch.
If I could give any pointers for the actual, the series itself, not just Cyberpunk, I'd say groundbreaking action, amazing storytelling, building stakes, like everything you expect for an anime, but it's tied to another form of media, which could make it easier for other audiences
Like people to get into.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
like, they're a fan of the game, they might enjoy that.
For example, me, I'm not an anime person, but I watched it for that series.
Do you feel like if we were to suggest like some different animes, or do you feel like you'd ever try them? Or do you think like you're just closed to watching anime?
Maybe, because I can't lie, there's a load of weird shit out there.
Anime bullshit.
I don't want to fall into that group.
Nah, you know what, lad?
No offense.
Do you watch cartoons?
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, mate, it's just
This is what I'm
the same. Like, it's the same shit. It's just there's weird cartoons out there that you.
Yeah,
Don't
true.
I feel like it's more prevalent in anime because it's part like the culture is like. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's different.
It's the culture behind it rather than the content.
Yeah.
I get
literally.
that,
But I feel like there's a lot of. If you shut yourself off to the medium as a whole, you're missing out on like so many peak fucking.
Okay.
I would say, don't be wrong, it can be difficult, especially if you're like a seasonal watcher where you're watching like new shit that's coming out like every other season.
Yeah.
But if you're not, I'm sure you'd be able to find stuff that you'd be able to enjoy that as like less of the anime bullshit, or it's like toned down a bit. Do you know what I mean?
This is the reason. This is the real reason I'm here. I'm being lectured on anime. They need a new follower.
That's it.
That's what it is.
You're being indoctrinated into a cult.
They're going to tie me down into a chair next and force feed me anime.
Next year he's going to Japan, mate. I'm telling you.
That's it. Oh, I'd love that, man. Like, it's
I'll
like
go
a
to
holiday,
Japan,
just like a road trip around Japan.
Yeah. I think if I was going to go to Japan, though, I'd probably have like I'd want to go for like 2 weeks because I'd want to be able to see everything I can. Do you know what I mean? Like, why not?
I feel like anime as a whole, though, like the storytelling anime is capable of. Like, if you look at pieces like ALT,
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Naruto. So if you look at like Naruto, I feel like Naruto's depictions of like dark themes or like intense themes. James, what are you doing? For that. For the audio listeners, he's creeping around.
He's trying to distract us. He's trying to steal the spotlight, honestly.
Awesome. You get him, James.
Nah, there's no way you're getting around that.
No, I really want him to trip and fall. Oh. Awesome.
Lovely stuff.
Be even better if he just doesn't cut it out as well.
Yeah. Face review.
But yeah, so have you watched AOT?
Yeah.
So I feel like AOTs gets what's the word? Kind of like upholded is like a really good medium of kind of like foreshadowing and like I've not finished AOT, but I'm aware of like how it like kind of ends in like a cycle in it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I wasn't a huge fan of the ending, but like, I think, yeah, the storytelling is amazing. Honestly, like you can't knock it. I feel like, yeah, I mean, there's a reason it's as mainstream as it is. Do you know what I mean? Like it's very good. Yeah, the characters are amazing. Storytelling's the world building, honestly, is like absolutely amazing. Like the world building's phenomenal.
Anime is so good at getting you like invested in like these worlds that feel so foreign in like situations that could never exist, like man-eating titans,
Yeah.
But you feel so grounded with like the characters, if that makes sense.
It's because it takes itself seriously. It doesn't take itself as like jokey or like it takes even though it can look a bit silly and it is a bit silly at times. It takes itself very seriously, and that kind of forces the watcher or reader to take it seriously as well. Do you know what I mean?
Like, especially like, again, like I'm a huge fan of Naruto. When you right.
We had the gulp there, to be fair.
This episode
Couldn't really hear it on the mic. Oh well.
Crisp.
This episode has been so brain rot compared to the previous episode. But yeah, so I feel like Naruto, like it's so good at kind of investing you in like these characters, and you kind of feel like these characters' loss and like the grief that these characters kind of feel. Like Naruto's kind of a show about like young ninjas.
Yeah.
And it invests you in this world of kind of like how much sacrifice and like how much trauma that these people actually have, to the point where you kind of like, it feels real, if that makes sense. Like you can invest yourself in like a world where like this has happened, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And it's very political in the sense of like 5 nations kind of fighting each other because of like previous incidents from like 30 years ago, where the Sand Village were like, nah, you guys, let's send like this sand demon to attack you guys. It feels very political, but it's very like good, if it makes sense.
Well, I mean, to be fair, honestly, a lot of people sit there and go, like, oh, no politics. Politics is in everything, man. Like, everything is political.
That's what I mean.
Life is political, like, it's factually, do you know what I mean? Yeah. But
like, it's such a good way of something I wanted to dive into as well. Pokemon. Do you regard Pokemon as anime?
Yeah, of course, it absolutely is.
I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's too mainstream for anime, if that makes sense.
That's not the way it works, though, is it? Like, do you know what I mean?
But the story of Ash Ketchum, you know what I'm saying? You know, eventually, like, he won.
He won his first ring, like, 20 years later.
But that's what I mean.
First
like,
gym, whatever it was.
To me, that is, like, such a good way of, like, storytelling, especially towards kids, because Pokemon's massively aimed at kids. Like, it's a story of, like, a kid who never gives up on his dream to be the best there ever was.
Yeah, but he's shit, though, because, like, he's only just won his first medal, or whatever it was.
And
like, 20 years.
Should have got rid of that bloody Pikachu, man.
I know, man. Literally fucking sort it out. Stop using him against everyone.
But it's such a good story of kind of, like, never giving up, never, like accepting defeat again and again and again, because eventually, like, he accomplished his dreams, and it kind of, like, I'm gonna embarrass myself that I cried a little bit when I watched.
That's what you like to hear.
Yeah.
It's an emotional moment.
It was.
I heard, to be fair, You know what I mean?
No, when he actually does finally win, because it like calls back to all like the previous seasons, and you see all the like previous Pokemon that he's had throughout like the past. And this is something that I've grew up watching from like 5+, like every single, like, so I have like this attachment to these Pokemon as well, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, yeah, of course.
So finally seeing him win, it kind of feels like,
it's like a full circle moment.
Yeah, like a proud moment of like, wow, it actually finally happened as well. But this is what I mean. But you can't write this off as kind of like, oh, it's just cartoons.
No, well, I mean, of course, I think anyone who does is incredibly ignorant, to be honest.
Yeah.
I feel like you can't do that with any medium. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's just a medium that you can tell stories through. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't generalize it and be like, oh, it's all like this, it's all like that, because it's factually not. Like, everything is its own unique thing, and it's completely different. It's just a medium to tell stories through.
Especially like these people are like, oh, well, it is just a cartoon. Like, if you're enjoying like these movies, like How to Train Your Dragon movies, or the Spider-Verse movies, or animated movies, Disney movies,
it's literally the same shit.
How is it? You know what I'm saying? How is it different?
And if you want to claim like those are for kids, look, any adult animation you enjoy, like, I don't know, Rick and Morty, bro. Anything off Adult Swim.
Yeah,
it's like, bro,
Family
this is
Guy.
Yeah, literally, it's the same shit. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly the same. Yeah. What the lines are just a little bit sharper on one or the other.
Yeah,
that's literally all that separates it.
No, yeah, of course. I mean, obviously, like I said, culture as well. Like, you can see like cultural differences, but I mean, there are Family Guy-esque shows, not exactly like, but you know, that anime, like comedy, adult comedies and stuff like that. Yeah. It's common. Like, it's just, again, it's literally just a medium to tell stories. You can't write everything off of anything. But I feel like that mindset is less and less common now than it used to be.
I feel like it's becoming massively popularized though, because there's more celebrities now that like accept anime.
Yeah, of course. There's a lot of celebrities that are like big into it. Do you know what I mean? A lot of public figures.
Can you stop drinking your 7-Up on the mic?
Nah, that's crisp. That I can taste the fizz. Do you know what I mean?
Taste the citrus.
Sprite or 7-Up?
7-Up.
For context, we
First
hear that.
Sprite
in,
me,
like,
you know.
Nah, Britvic all the way.
Oh.
Fuck Coca-Cola company. I'm boycotting.
Well, fair enough, man.
for context, we can
Respect it.
hear like James sipping his 7-Up in 3D.
I mean, I have control over all of the things, so I could hurt your ears right now with some shit.
I'd rather you didn't.
Yeah.
Please.
So don't,
Please don't.
just don't test me. That's all I'm saying.
Don't mess with producer James.
Sorry,
Don't mess with
producer
producer
James.
James. I feel like a bolo guy now.
You are, mate, honestly. Wham. You guys can't see him, but like, fucking
He's
hell.
actually built. So for context, he's like 9 foot tall, and he's built like.
Mate, he's 9 foot fucking wide as well. Like, honestly.
Bro,
Well, it's
he's
not fat,
really-
bro. He's just that muscular.
Exactly.
The guy's wham.
They can't even see my face. My head is through the roof right now.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Mate, speaking of my hair, he looks like muscular. Do you know what I mean?
That's it, that's
honestly, fucking hell. Telling you, lad.
See, we keep going off in tangents, and I was getting proper distracted of what I wanted to say. What is it we were talking about? We were talking about
Pokemon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Pokemon.
and like, I don't know, anime is a medium to tell stories.
yeah. Yeah, I
What do you
feel-
think about anime in video games or other like forms of media? Maybe
How do you mean, like anime video games?
anime video games, anime books. Like, how do you think it translates into other like media formats? You obviously have manga and stuff like that.
I think it translates quite well. I mean, manga's like the source of it all, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, it all, well, not all, but most of it comes from manga. And you know what I mean? Like that translates well to animation. I think in video games, more so recently, we've seen it more and more. It's definitely more common now than it was. I think it's all right. Like, it translates well. It really depends on the individual project, but like, it's solid stuff. Have you played any anime games?
So I play Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker,
Oh yeah.
which is okay, but I feel like it's kind of not a disservice, but a Naruto game could be so much better.
Yeah, well, of course not. It's not. I don't think it's AAA, is it? I think it's like AA. Like,
Yeah. I don't actually understand. What is that? I know like AAA is like the best type of.
It's like it's to do with funding and how much money
Oh,
is like
oh,
put
okay,
into
so like
it.
production-wise.
Yeah. That's what it's.
Yeah, how many developers are at the studios as
Yeah,
well?
literally. it's
James, if
like
you were to say this is single A, is that what it's called? Single A, 1A, double A, or triple A?
this is indie.
What, this podcast?
Yeah.
It's indie
Yeah.
because it's just me. You lot are here for the ride.
All right.
I'm the master.
What a ride it is.
What do you mean you're the master?
He's being racist.
Yeah.
Master Ugwe of the Create an Illusion podcast.
Hey. Nah, to be fair, give you the props. None of this could be possible without you.
Just kiss him, man. Fucking hell.
We
Mate,
do have quite a romance, to be fair.
Well, Les, on your side, right? You're always the one that instigates it. I don't know how to feel like.
I don't know. We've had some like romantical nights.
That's what we like to wear.
Do you want to expand?
Our night together on the Moroccan desert.
What's your favourite animes, guys? I want to see your favourite animes individually. Like, let's talk about
I'll let you go first.
that. Too much NSFW details.
I so it changes, to be fair. So like I was a very big like My Hero fan when I first started watching, My Hero for like early this year. My Hero was like my top one, but I feel like Naruto is just my safe pick, if that makes sense. Oh, sit back. Okay.
See, I don't want to intrude like I'm some bossy producer, but
Yes.
you've got the screen on the other camera if you
Yeah.
if you want to
No,
see.
I can see that. Hello. That's my bad. For context, he was holding a gun to my head. Yeah.
It was a machete actually. It's got glitter on
You
it.
see, knife
Got a
crime's a
bomb
problem,
vest.
though, James. See, do you think it's funny to joke about knife crime?
Absolutely not. It was a blow up machete. It was a balloon. So I don't know how you think I'm going to attack you with that.
Yeah, that's true.
That's your twist.
Maybe I have a crippling fear of balloons.
All right, let's stick to anime. Let's not go off the rails.
Yeah, so my favorite anime is Naruto. It's a safe pick, isn't it? Like, what is it? The big three, one of the big three:
Yeah, it's
Naruto,
one of the
One
big
Piece,
three.
and Bleach.
Yeah.
That always surprised me. To be fair, I always thought the big three was Dragon Ball, Naruto, One Piece.
Nah, the big three's like it refers to the three most popular shonen, like in the top three during the early 2000s. So it's like Bleach, Naruto, and One Piece were all at the top of Shonen Jump,
Yeah.
and like they were like untouchable. And, like nothing came close in the rankings, and like they were the big three for years and years.
You can see One Piece's success, to be fair, because Oda, the mangaka for One Piece, was like, he didn't originally plan for it to be like 30 years down the line. He thought it was going to be like a 5-year like run.
Yeah, I mean, fucking,
Yeah.
I don't really know how to end it, honestly.
Yeah.
I think
At
he's
this
lost.
point, what is a good ending for like?
Yeah, no. The One Piece was the friends we made along the way.
One little addition I want to make into like anime projects, particularly in the horror space. I don't know whether you've heard of it or not. Doki Doki Literature Club.
I've heard of it.
Absolutely groundbreaking horror. Honestly, I think
I've never played it, but like I know what it is.
it is absolutely bonkers. Have you heard of it, Nick?
Nah, I have no idea.
Never
what
heard
this
of
is.
it.
Doki
No, I'm
Doki
surprised.
Literature Club. Just play it. Like,
Okay.
Just play it.
Yeah,
That's all
fair
I'll say.
enough, man.
Absolutely amazing. But do your own research.
I thought anime could get like such better games, though. To be fair, like, as a whole.
Yeah, but I feel like there's just not a lot of funding behind it. Like,
Yeah.
because studios, like, I don't know. Well, I say that actually. If you count like the Persona series, like Shin Megami Tensei, shit like that, I suppose it does like have like these AAA companies that make games. But would you call Persona like an anime game? Do you know what I mean? Like,
Just before you continue, do you want to hear this knuckle crack?
ooh. Gonna have arthritis, you know.
That's a myth, mate. It's a myth.
Is that a myth?
Yeah, it's a myth. Sorry, I'm having way too much fun with this mic.
Shouldn't have got it, man.
Got the setup and now you don't know how to act.
That's
You know?
He's lost his place.
Fucking hell.
But I don't know. Like, I feel like a open world, like a One Piece game where like you can create your own, like a mix of like Sea of Thieves, One Piece, where you can like create your own crew, you can sail the seas, that like open world kind of game. That'd be so sick.
Yeah.
It's like an anime game.
Yeah, but you just have to like do it right. Like it's all easier said than done.
Yeah.
Like,
I could make
conceptually,
it.
there are games that are absolutely where you're like, that sounds like it'd be fucking sick, and then
Yeah.
you play them and you're like, fuck me.
Which is why we still not got a Flash game.
You know what? Real, honestly, that needs to fucking happen as well. But like,
Would you guys consider Invincibles as an anime?
no.
No, it's animated.
Western
show.
animation.
Yeah.
Like, what makes an anime is like coming, out of Japan. Like,
Right, yeah.
It's like Chinese anime, where it's like even similar in style, but it's not even called anime. It's called like donghua or something. Like they call it different shit. You know what I mean?
That sounds like some Vietnamese
Donghua.
backstreet cuisine. That you'll get fucking barley belly off that. Fucking hell.
You'll get
I'm not
barley
on
belly
that.
off
I'm not on that barley belly.
Vietnamese cuisine.
Of the donghua, yeah. But like it's
So if you go Vietnam and you have like this street food and stuff, you can get barley belly.
But isn't
It's like some.
is it not
it's
Delhi
like
belly?
I was gonna
Delhi
say
belly.
Yeah.
Barley belly. It's like it's one of them.
Yeah,
I might know.
I heard it was Delhi belly.
Yeah, I
because
thought it was
that's
Delhi
like
belly.
from like street food and like
Yeah.
India, like Delhi.
Nah, these people have like criminal ways of making food as well. Have you seen this? That is so
Well,
weird.
To be fair, you just gotta be fucking. If you go over there, I mean, it's not all street food's bad. Like,
Yeah.
but like some of it isn't.
For the audio listeners, this is an outtake.
Yeah. It's alright. No, we love street food businesses, and if you run a street food business, sponsor us.
We love
Maybe-
street food businesses if you wear gloves and are cleanly.
Yeah.
Maybe some of the street food businesses, draw a bit of anime in their spare
That's
time.
it.
You never know.
I mean, that would be a shock, but you never know.
You never know. So that's the second person we've had walk into our episode so far.
It's not the worst thing someone's walked in on.
And at the start, you might have heard them. They just went, "Nope, not in here." Proper jokes.
Awesome.
Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff.
Oh yeah, I just wanted to call this out as well. You know the last episode with Tara where she was like, we're gonna end up rocking in a new studio. Thanks for that, Tara.
Just look around. To
Yeah.
be honest,
You
Just
jinxed
look
us.
around.
Thanks for that.
You didn't jinx us. You pushed us forward to move on to better things.
You forced us to develop
new accolades. What's the description?
I'm calling an accolade.
New milestones. That's it.
Achievements.
Perfect. Exactly.
Are you an achievement hunter?
What, like in games?
Yeah.
Really depends how much I enjoy the game, to be honest. Like, if I enjoy it, I enjoy going through, doing everything I can. But, like, if I don't, fuck that.
That's like, you remember the Batman Arkham games?
Yeah,
I love the Batman Arkham games, but you cannot pay me enough to go Riddler hunting.
I platinumed all but City, and I'm close, but I just couldn't be fucked.
It's just too much.
Got like burnout, and I was like,
nah, I'm not doing it anymore.
Too many Riddler challenges, literally.
Yeah.
So we just need to move around to get the lights to turn back on.
Yep. It's okay. There it is.
There we go.
Hey, powering on like our man's suit, man.
But yeah, let's kind of take a minute to talk about like live action anime adaptation. Most of them have been awful. Like the Dragon Ball movie.
Doesn't translate. I feel like that's why these are animated in the first place, because a lot of it does not translate well to live action. I feel like that a lot of the time you find the best animations are ones that capitalize on the fact it's animation and you can't do the same shit in live action. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
There's
like,
a reason.
I was going to add something like the whole point of animation is to do things or show things that are physically not possible.
Exactly. No, I absolutely agree, 100%. I feel like a lot of the time, even with good CGI, you can't really replicate it. Do you know what I mean? Like some of these big moments in animation, especially, you know, and like you can tell the budget's popping off. Like it's fucking, you can't recreate that in live action. If you do, it just doesn't.
Yeah, absolutely not.
You want to be like a director on stuff, James. Like, what would you say, like your biggest, like, say if you got like handed like anime IP over your desk and they got told make a live action anime adaptation of it, what would you think your biggest problems would be? Just like budget wise of CGI.
That's a good question. That's one I'd have to really think about.
Yeah.
Because the way I operate with my filmmaking is basing things in reality so far, and trying to do a complete 180, that would be a challenge in itself. Never mind casting. Can't even do CGI. You don't even have access to that.
Yeah.
That'd be near impossible for me, honestly.
You won't touch it with a 10-foot pole. Could affect your career later down the line as well.
Not even with a shitty stick, man.
No, what if they're offering you like 5 mil?
5 mil?
Yeah.
Shove it on.
I bet, to be fair.
I'll censor that. We're keeping the Creating Illusions podcast family friendly.
Is it family friendly? Oh, mate, nobody told me this. I swore a bunch.
I was going to say
editing for a good while, mate, honestly.
Oh, man. Do you know what? We can have it as 15 plus.
What's I think the rules, to be fair, like post 60 seconds in, like swear words are allowed on YouTube.
Is it?
I swear it's something like that.
There's a 60-second limit.
I swear it's something like, as long as you don't swear or say certain words
within like enough that amounts to 60 seconds, it's fine.
Oh, I think, something like that. I know there's some weird...
you're not allowed to use foul language in the first 60 seconds?
Yeah.
Really? I've never heard that. Is that new?
Yeah, I don't know, but I know they have some weird like rules around, like you can swear, but you can only like use...
YouTube, innit, man?
Like you can't use a certain word. I'm obviously not going to say...
You tried to choose your words there. You were careful not to swear again.
My vocabulary's... It's quite wide. It's got a wide range, but honestly, there are a few words which I do enjoy using, and they may...
Can you give some examples?
I don't know if I can, mate. If you want it family friendly, do you know what I mean?
James is going to bust out his bleeping effect again.
Mate, in that case...
Drop it. Look directly into the camera, though.
No, we'll keep it family friendly.
Keep it family friendly. Good stuff. We can put it in the blooper reel.
Nah, real. Can't be having the 7-year-olds on that and listen to this, mate. Honestly.
Oh, nah, but just to talk more about you, Ziene, tell us a bit more about yourself. Like, are you a student? What kind of industry are you working in?
I'm a bartender usually. I've managed bars in the past in Manchester. It's all right. I don't hate it. It's definitely better than nothing. Yeah, it's just what I went into. I've always worked in hospitality since I was like 16, so I've just kind of followed that path. Do you know what I mean? I've just kind of tried to rise through the industry as I can. But yeah, I mean, at the moment, I'm not really doing too much. But yeah, I've been a cocktail bartender for most of my adult life.
Okay.
It's all right stuff. It's not bad. Do you know what I mean? I can make a few mean cocktails.
What's your favourite cocktail to make?
To
This is all anime related. Just stay on the anime related podcast episode,
Yeah.
please.
Ooh, favorite cocktail to make? You know what? Maybe I don't know. That's a good question, actually.
I could
I've
sense,
got so
I could
many
sense,
questions for you now.
I could sense a couple margaritas, you know.
I enjoy a margarita, but I mean, it's quite simple to make. It's just it's 50 ml tequila, 25 ml Contro, or triple sec, whatever you have, along with 25 ml lime juice, and some people use sugar syrup as well.
Have you had do you know, like the tiny little, what is it, moth, where it's like 14.9% in a can? Tiny little can.
What is it?
It's called like moth.
I've never had it, you know.
Moth. They sell it at like co-op and stuff.
Yeah, so basically, like, us students get like
Absolute poison.
canned cocktails and stuff.
Mate, I've had a few canned cocktails, mate. They're fucking
Nasty.
gross.
You can like you drink it and you know you just knocked off like 5 years off your lifespan.
Yeah, mate. Honestly, that's me. Anytime I've touched a dragon soup, mate, when you see people with those and they offer you some, you're like,
I'm alright.
mate, honestly, my face recoils. You ever had a buzzball? They're foul as well.
You literally turn into a bloody space shuttle.
Mate,
Set off.
innit, you're drinking fuel. That's
It's
motor oil.
rocket fuel,
That is
yeah.
motor oil. That is not safe for human consumption. It's absolutely vile.
Next of all, it's not about the alcoholic life, as you can tell.
Nah. You know what it is? Yeah.
That's perfectly.
Not about the UK
encapsulated.
culture.
You know,
Not
I
about
don't
your
know.
day drinking.
It's about the anime culture. We should keep talking about that.
No, I feel like with drinking, like, I don't know, not to get deep, but I just feel like a lot of it just isn't nice. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like some drinks, obviously, like I'm a fan of like ciders. Like,
you can make it enjoyable, but the
Yeah.
whole point is to fuck your body up.
Yeah.
In a way.
I'd like if I'm gonna drink, like I like going like bowling, like mini golf and having a drink or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
doing an
yeah, what,
activity,
like an
not
event.
just
Yeah.
purely drinking for the sake
Yeah.
of it. That's
Can't
what
say I follow the same suit, you know. Fucking
just-
hell, I love a drink.
It's not like to get like too deep, but I just like it's not supposed to be in my body.
No, not
If that
really.
makes sense.
Yeah, of course.
So it's just one of them where I'm just like, I don't enjoy like, especially like a pub or club where I'm just like sitting and I'm just downing and downing and I just start to feel grim. If that
Yeah,
makes
yeah.
sense. But I can see the appeal. I get why people want to go to pubs and clubs.
I think also alcohol's an acquired taste. A lot of it is anyway.
Yeah.
Like beer's an acquired taste. I used to when I first started drinking beer, I was like, but now I enjoy beer for it. I enjoy
Yeah.
like,
Especially when you're having it with a meal, you can kind of like balance it out.
No, I enjoy drinking with a meal anyway. Like you can pair a lot of drinks with meals, and it'll just be like,
So can I throw out a hot take?
Go on.
Guinness. If you like Guinness, do you like Guinness?
no,
Grow up.
real.
Honestly,
Honestly,
if you don't like,
mate,
if
they're
you
the
like Guinness,
whiniest
grow
people
up.
in the world. Guinness drinkers as well.
I'll be so honest. I tried.
Oh no, what you about to say?
No,
Look at the
this
aroma of
isn't-
Guinness.
No, this isn't bad. This isn't bad. I tried Guinness for the first time
Yeah,
a
yeah.
couple of months ago. It wasn't bad. It just tastes like normal beer. It doesn't. It's like the smell. Obviously, it smells worse than like normal lager or whatever.
It's not a beer though. It's a stout.
Yeah, but a stout's a type of beer. You try to pin it out of the category. It's like at the bottom. It's at the bottom of the.
Nah, you know what? I don't mind half pint of like Guinness and black if I'm sipping it. But like me and my mate were on a pub crawl not too long ago. Like we got a pint of Guinness each. So like, fuck it, we'll try it. Man, I got halfway down and I was like, I need to be sick. Do you know what I mean? I was just, I'm not a fan, man.
You know when
Confirm
people
it,
are like
confirm it.
hot weather, like beer garden, like nothing sounds worse to me
Really?
than sipping a beer on a hot day when I'm climbing. And I'm
What about
like,
a cider, man?
nah, side, you know what?
A
you
glass
just
and
did it.
ice of it as
That's
well.
it.
You know what I mean?
Like strawberry and lime Copperberg.
Nah, you're a sex on the beach kind of guy. aren't
Maybe
you?
I am. Maybe I am.
No, I think you'd like a pina colada, you know? Maybe a mix of
Strawberry
two.
daiquiri,
What
Oh,
is?
yeah, you'd
what,
like
what-
strawberry daiquiri.
fruity guy. Why are you eyeing me up like that, man? I'm just an innocent producer, right?
yeah.
He's threatening you with his eyes.
I think you should talk about the little collectibles you have in the middle. Those look pretty cool.
Little pop figures. So I'll bust the other two up. That is not stable.
No, I wasn't gonna stack them all. I was gonna do that, and then there we go.
Awesome.
Smashing.
So obviously, I feel like you got the main ones from the animes what I've been talking about. My Hero, Naruto. But to be fair, I've not actually seen.
No,
I've not actually seen it yet.
How the
No,
fuck do you have a pop?
I don't know.
Just look cool.
Yeah,
Oh, you're getting called out now.
you're fake fan.
Guy's a fraud.
He's a fraud, mate.
But yeah, I to be fair, pop figures are quite. I don't know. Like, I've seen a lot of people kind of hating on pop figures for being like fake collectibles.
Yeah, I don't really think they're fake collectibles. Like, collectibles are collectible at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? My statue's better than yours. Like, who cares? Do you know what I mean?
I can't remember. I do not know the guys but he's like very big in like the anime space online, and he was like, it's just bobblehead. Like, if you like anime figures, get an actual. You know how you can get them like £700 anime statues.
You can get those, or you can just like what it's you know what I mean. Whatever floats your boat type shit. I don't. If you're an anime fan and you've got say like every My Hero pop, how is that not a collectible? How is that not like?
That's it. I feel like it's just like I don't know, like they're quite minimal, but they're quite cool as well. If that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean,
know,
they absolutely blew up. I feel like it's just because he went so far into the mainstream. A lot of people, are contrarian, so they just kind of
don't like it because it's too mainstream.
Yeah. I feel like that's what it is for a lot of people. I mean, they're just fucking bobbleheads. Like, what's the beef in it?
They're just doing their thing.
People are allowed to like whatever they want to like.
Yeah, literally. Like,
Even if it's a bit of plastic, just let them have fun with a bit of plastic.
Yeah, and is it hurting you? No, then why do you care? Like, literally.
Yeah. Show it on OnlyFans if it's not hurting. You get me? Yeah? No?
Are you gonna?
Are you using my podcast to launch your OnlyFans?
Like, it's sweating in here, man. This weather's crazy. That's mad.
Right, man.
One question I do want to ask is, Nick, before this, you said that Ziene introduced you to anime. Like, talk us through the story of how that kind of came about, sort of thing.
It was a passionate night of
He's not wrong.
So like we were like, was it high school? Was this like primary school when we?
I think primary school probably.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you much.
Honestly,
about the
staying at your
event.
house are like my core memories of my childhood.
Yeah, same. Honestly, I mean, like, you know what I mean. Spent a lot of time together.
So, how long have you two been friends?
Since
birth.
year 3, I want to say.
Ah, nice.
I want to say year 3.
Yeah.
Oh, anime friends.
Oh, primary school friends.
Oh, plastic Funko Pop friends.
That's a good one. That.
But yeah, like I remember him like watching. I don't know. You must have already been started watching anime, right?
Yeah,
And then you just carried on watching it while I was there.
Yeah, probably.
But I remember because what it was that got me into it was the Kaneki Jason fight. Season 1.
Yeah.
I was like, this is so cool. And then I rewatched all of season 1 when I got to like mine, and then I rewatched it. And then like since then, I've just been kind of like anime is quite cool, man. Like it's storytelling.
Yeah, I think it's cool, man. I enjoy it. You know.
Yeah.
Like, why not?
And I just like the animation as well. Like I prefer animated shows to like most live action shows.
Yeah.
I don't.
On like the whole probably.
I don't know because this might sound so like one sided to me, but I don't like know really like what's out there. Like live media wise, obviously I know you got like your.
There's some peak shit to be fair. Like there's some amazing live action shows, absolutely phenomenal ones.
Yeah, I know. Obviously you got like your Peaky Blinders, your soaps and like your dramas and stuff.
You got.
But watching that stuff to me, I'm just like it's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know when you're watching, you're just like, yeah, it's all right. It's just.
Maybe you've just not found something for you, you know, because there are some TV shows like live action that are absolutely gripping, mate. Honestly,
What would you say?
Can you give some examples?
Yeah.
The Sopranos, Breaking Bad.
I haven't watched it. I've heard it's
Breaking
amazing.
Bad. I've
Breaking
heard
Bad,
a lot of good things about
You know
Breaking
what? The
Bad.
Penguin as of recent, that was great.
I've seen it.
You've not seen it?
No.
Fucking
No,
hell.
neither.
It was really
Can we talk
good,
about Colin Farrell's transformation into the Penguin though? That is
Yeah,
insane.
mate, honestly, the makeup department need a fucking
yeah.
pat on the back, you know. Like, wow.
They need a standing ovation as well.
How many hours do you think he sat there, like, while they put that on? Must be at least 5.
5 or 6, yeah.
Yeah, and all those
Crazy,
prosthetics.
yeah.
Oh, fuck that, mate.
Yeah.
Imagine how hot you'd be in that as well, filming.
Is that rubber skin in it?
Yeah, it's like rubber skin, literally.
Another example.
Maze
Sorry,
of it.
you heard my Apple Watch go off.
Excellent.
Another example of amazing visual effects when it comes to like makeup and stuff. Spoilers. Do you want to get into spoilers for Breaking Bad?
Yeah, I mean, it's quite an old show now, to be fair, no? I feel like.
Gustavo Fring's death, how they blew half his face off.
Yeah, it looked amazing. It did.
Because it's like a mix of practical effects and CGI done absolutely masterfully.
If you want to hit,
I think especially the time period, considering it was in TV as well, like there's nowhere near as much fun in going into
2012, something
yeah,
like that.
It does look, it holds up as well.
Groundbreaking.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
The deep dive on how it was done as well was incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Lights have gone off again.
Steal my shine, man. There we go.
One whip at the end there.
Sam saved us in the background
Yeah.
waving as she sits in a cage while we film this podcast.
We should maybe not talk about the fact we have a female sitting in a cage.
I don't know, man. I'm a guest, but there is a padlock on it. I don't really know.
James, did you feed her today?
This isn't. I don't know about this. You put her in
They've
there.
assured me this is all consensual and like just, you know what I mean?
We don't even know if it's a female in there. It's all boarded up. Chains around it and everything.
Sometimes you just hear cries, a few whimpers, do you know what I mean?
It's when you start kicking the cage, and at that point, you're just like, shut up.
You have to show us after this.
Behind the scenes.
Next time we'll get a cage cam as well. We'll rent out 4 cameras.
Cage cam. Oh, wow.
I was going to say something about Breaking Bad. I don't know. I can't remember.
Have you seen it?
No.
You know what? You should watch it. It's
I've
pretty
watched
good.
little bits of, what's it called? Better Call Saul. I know that's not Breaking Bad, but it's in the same world, isn't it?
Yeah, same. I mean, it's just Saul and it's like a prequel.
Yeah, it's very good.
You finished it?
No.
I've not finished it, to be fair.
I feel like I just don't really make time for I don't really make time for live action stuff.
No, I think you should, to be fair. Some really good stuff out there.
I sound just as bad as, when I was complaining about people signing up.
Yeah, don't literally fucking give some shit a chance.
I don't know. Yeah.
Dexter.
Okay.
Dexter's pretty class.
I've seen some of Dexter.
Dexter's
Yeah,
pretty
it's
gas.
very, very good.
Funny.
I haven't watched it.
It's pretty funny, you know.
Sorry, lads.
Oh, mate. Honestly.
Sorry.
All right, what would you say is your favourite TV show of all time?
Like live action.
Any?
Fucking hell. Damn, put me on the spot there. Favorite.
That's a sick question.
Favorite TV show of all time. You know what? I'm fucking hell. That's such a difficult question, honestly. I mean, Breaking Bad's up there. I think that's just amazing. The original Teen Titans on from 2003. I absolutely love that. Absolutely love that.
Good choice.
Avatar, like The Last Airbender, that's got to be up there.
Yeah, big banger.
JoJo's, I love JoJo. I think that's pretty peak. You know what I mean?
What is it?
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Have you never heard of it?
Nah.
Really?
Nah.
That doesn't surprise me, to be fair.
No, that's it's pretty good. I'm surprised you've not heard of that. To be fair, that's like
Let me.
it's got some it's got
do a little search.
yeah.
It's such a unique style.
Yeah, I like Gintama as well. And as far as like other live action shows go, yeah,
JoJo's
Dexter's
Bizarre
pretty
Adventure.
peak. Well, some of it is.
What about you, James?
Yeah,
Have you got an answer? Favourite TV show?
Favorite TV show.
Snowfall, actually. There you go.
Oh, my parents were watching Snowfall. That is amazing.
That's amazing.
Damson Idris.
Yeah.
You should watch that.
Amazing actor.
He's in that new F1 movie, isn't he?
He is.
Yeah.
He's great. Him.
Are you guys F1 fans?
Not necessarily.
No.
You know, it seems I don't know. I don't get the appeal to it.
It's a rich man's sport.
No.
Yeah, that's true. Plus, my girlfriend just talks about all the races all the time.
Oh. Are you in F1? Sorry, the cage is talking again. Oh, Tate McRae. Oh yeah. For context, Tate McRae, the Cage's favorite artist, has done a song for the new F1 movie.
Do you know what? That makes a
fucking
lot
hell.
of sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Now we went to go see Tate McRae live. To be fair, recently it was an experience, not a good one.
I can't imagine there was a lot of talking. Nick was probably just like,
ogling. No, I was just being hated on the whole time.
What by you?
It's just everyone around me for being a man.
Do you actually? Wow, what do you mean?
The amount of people like, why would you bring your boyfriends to Tate McRae? And I'm just like, I didn't want to be here, man.
Damn, you said that. I'd be like, shut up, fuck off.
Yeah. Or some girls are like busting out some like crazy attachments for their phone as well and taking selfies. They had like extended magazine.
Mate, I've seen them, mate. That's crazy, isn't
They
it?
were like clipping on like some lights and like camera lens and stuff to the phone.
Got the circle
And they started
light
taking
attachment.
I was like, bro, why do you need like max attachments for your camera lens? Like they turn around, looks at them. I do need them actually. I do need them.
Oh, influencers, mate.
Yeah.
Fucking
And it was
hell.
at that point I was like, oh shit, I know how this content's gonna go.
Miss Cage person, I don't know what you look like because obviously it's boarded up. What would you think about going to Magic Mike? No.
That's the
Nick
correct
Cage doesn't
answer.
like Magic Mike. Yeah, very correct answer.
Yeah,
Nick
that's
is let out a big sigh of relief.
No.
Just a little side note, my girlfriend went to watch Magic Mike with a friend, and for the friend's birthday, got one of the performers to give him a lap dance.
Damn.
Was it on your girlfriend or your girlfriend's friend?
My girlfriend's friend. My girlfriend's
Okay,
friend.
that's not as bad.
Okay, yeah.
You might want to take a look at your girlfriend's friends though.
Hello again, viewers. This is Editor James, who is also Producer James. Just a bit of added context to this clip, just because we needed to clear a few things up. My girlfriend's friend did not choose to have the lap dance. It was a birthday surprise, so let's not shift any blame onto anyone. Thank you.
That's.
Yeah.
I'm joking. That's fine.
Yeah, it was crazy.
There's
crazy.
nothing wrong with your girlfriend going to Magic Mike.
No, I don't think so, because it's not like I'm going to do anything other than just go.
Do you not like a bit of a male strip show, lad?
Hey, maybe
Well,
I do.
that's
Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. You never know.
You know what? To be fair, I feel like have you seen these videos? Where like women go to like concerts and stuff.
You're gonna have to be a bit more specific.
So like there's one at like the Usher's concert and something, and then like Usher feeds cherries or something into girls' mouths or something.
Oh my god, yeah, I saw
Bro.
that.
And then the amount
I've
of
not
people,
seen
like, oh my
it.
god, I would never let Usher feed my girlfriend a cherry.
That's so fucked. If you're in a relationship and you're going to one of them, seriously,
It's such
take
a
a
long
look at
day.
yourself.
Such a long
Take
day.
a look at yourself. If you're single, go ahead, have fun.
Eat cherries
Do
from
what you
Drake.
want. Either from Usher, Chris
Yeah.
Brown, whatever you want to do.
Such
We don't judge. But if you're in a relationship, it's fucked up. Seriously fucked up.
Go on, you tell him, James.
Eating fucking cherries.
Like,
from
I'm the relationship guru.
Damn, Hitch. That's what we call him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Honestly.
So say your girlfriend texts you and she's like, I've got backstage tickets to go see my favourite artist. Would you be alright with that?
Not added you back as a friend.
Damn, I won't give a fuck, mate.
Yeah.
Would you not?
I trust my girlfriend like implicitly, honestly. I have no qualms about really anything.
Fair.
I mean, to be fair, like, it's one of those. I feel like if anything was gonna go too far, she'd be the one to be like, nah. Do you know what I mean?
What it would be on her.
Well, nah, she just wouldn't like.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? She would never let anything go too far. So
Yeah.
I have absolutely no worries. Do you know what I mean?
Where me on the other hand, know for a fact that if my girlfriend was backstage with Tate McRae, I'm getting left. So
That's yeah, I can say that.
it's all good. It's fine.
It's all right. It's all right, man.
It's okay. It's okay. That's James wouldn't leave me.
That's why she's in a cage, mate. You
Yeah.
can only do. You can
That's
only,
why
you
she's
can
getting
only
in the cage.
you can only go and watch Tate McRae with supervision. Do you know what I mean? So,
Back to anime, boy. Back to anime. Let's get back on track. The train has derailed.
it has derailed, mate. Honestly.
Massively.
Like the last 20 minutes as well.
Yeah, literally. No, it has been 20 minutes.
How many flags do you think this podcast episode get like flags up when we try and post it?
Oh, I don't know.
Nah, he's gonna do some godly editing.
Yeah. We're gonna have like a 360 montage.
Yeah, I can sense most of it.
Enjoy spending the next 2 days.
I'm going to Newcastle for a week. I'm not going to be able to do any editing. The only time I'll have time to do editing is tomorrow.
Why are you like editing a video there, lad? That's what you're gonna be, lad.
Yeah, man. I'm going to meet Will and E, mate. Why are you, man?
Why are you, man?
I don't. Is that Newcastle accent?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
where
like a
is
joke.
It's not
Newcastle?
New. Yeah, it's
like-
Geordie.
Yeah, it's
John. Geordie Shore, why? Oh shit!
Why,
Wait,
man?
is that going to get flagged if I say that?
what Geordie Shore? I
Geordie
doubt
Shore,
it.
why?
Why would it?
I don't know, because you know how companies are these days.
Why are you, man?
For the littlest bit of copyright.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, just
Nah, that's not that. You can't get flagged for saying a name.
think?
If they do, it's
Yeah.
illegal.
Yeah, I mean, if you do
If
like,
they do, you could appeal it because that is definitely illegal. That's
Yeah.
not a legal copyright
if you
strike.
well, some companies, if you even like hum little tunes or something, that can get flagged.
Yeah.
Again, that is also illegal. Like,
You think that's
unless you, 100%. If you look at like copyright law and stuff, it has to be the actual song being played. If you're humming something, that's
If you're just making a
you could
rendition of it.
you could technically be humming something just off the top of your head and it sound like something. You cannot flag something off a hum. It has to be the actual.
Yeah,
But obviously, a lot of these companies don't give a fuck about copyright law.
Yeah.
they
It's
just want the free
money.
the free money. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like,
And a lot of
but
these-
but it is against the law. You can't just do
you
that.
do see this as well. Like, to be fair, I feel like YouTube does have like a massive copyright problem.
Yeah, mate, it always has on
Yeah.
it. Fucking hell. Literally, back in the day, it
It's
did
one
as
of the-
well.
Especially like small creators, like don't really have like a
Any
platform.
leverage.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
to
have no-
actually like argue back.
Yeah, because a lot of the time as well, like YouTube as a company just kind of sides with big
Bigger
corporation.
companies.
Yeah, they won't even look at your appeal.
Yeah,
I think that goes hand in hand with small creators kind of being put down, because you have to imagine like the budgeting and the licenses and everything that you have to have just to create content that's not going to get copyright
Yeah, of
claimed
course,
and shit.
literally.
Like
Yeah.
for example, the university has a thing where you can like put things through to use music and sound effects and whatever on sites like Artlist, or you can get stuff off the YouTube audio library for free.
Yeah.
Those cost a lot of money. Well, not YouTube audio library, but Artlist costs a lot of money. You have to put licenses, connect your YouTube channel, and all
Honestly,
sorts of
yeah,
shit.
it's not cheap, is it? Like,
No.
they're probably like, on it as
And,
well.
and if you just want to use something,
It would be
that's
quite
like-
cool if there was like newer, like maybe just creative laws on kind of like
yeah,
not a small creators.
Or
Like say if you
if
want to
the
make a
u-
short film and you have more freedom to kind of not stress about
yeah.
like being copyrighted or having it taken down, having it claimed, that type
But
of stuff.
I guess that's one of the, like silver linings, because most short films that are uploaded to platforms like YouTube, Nick is glancing at the cage creature.
Yeah, I thought it was moving. I was going to be it again.
Fuck you. Know.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
He's
Nick,
not
have you got
joking.
po-
He's
have
not
you got-
joking. He's not joking.
Do you want to steal some boxing gloves? Just let off some steam on the cage or whatever.
I don't know if you want.
I think twice in one day is too much, to be fair.
Damn, fucking
Aye, that's
hell.
crazy. No, but back
He
to
was
what,
kicking it when we came in.
I've been here all night. Just
no, but back
He's
to
not
what,
joking.
But back to what I was saying about like short films. I feel like there's a silver lining, because most short films that aren't uploaded to platforms like YouTube, TikTok, or other like free social media platforms, they're not really there to make money.
No, I mean, a lot of it's just about like a creative portfolio, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Can I just interrupt you quickly?
Go on then, mate?
I saw a TSA alert. Is that what it's called? TSA?
TSA is like American fucking airport people.
All right, BT Dubs. James and me and Tara on the last episode obviously created a short movie.
It's called Open a Closed Door, originally made for men's mental health charity called Men's Health. Go and check it out. Link will be in
It's
the
on YouTube
description.
now. It's doing quite well, to be fair.
It's doing very well.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
awesome. I mean, my
Yeah.
acting's just too good, man.
To be fair, well, acting was very good.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Fair
Thank you.
dues. It's nearly on 250 views.
I have a gripe though that I really have to hash out with you.
Oh no, go
Have
on.
you noticed the continuity mistake? There's a big one. I just wanted.
Is there?
Yeah. So
No.
there's a small scene where I go to pick up the piece of paper. Tara's stood behind me. I pick it up. Tara's not behind me, and then it shoots back. Tara's back behind me.
Wait, what?
If you look at the park scene, you'll see like
Yeah.
on a glimpse where I like wipe my eyes, and then you can see Tara stood behind me, and then she's not, and then she is. I'll show you. I'll
way.
show you after the episode.
Okay, I'll check it after. I looked through all the footage. Tara wasn't in that though.
It might not be. It might just be someone who's wearing very similar outfit to.
Okay,
Tara.
don't rinse this too much, because we want the viewers to be as entertained
Nobody is
and
really
moved
good.
as possible.
It's good.
It is very good. I highly recommend you should check it out. I spent a lot of time on it. One of my best pieces of work. It'd be much appreciated.
Yeah. Nice. Very skilled as well, man. Like giving you your props. Like you genuinely like you're a visionary, man.
Are we going to rinse this every single episode? Just how amazing the men's health it is.
Listen, well,
A visionary.
he's a visionary.
It's a big compliment, that,
It is a big compliment.
honestly.
Just a little flex. It did get put on the Uni of Salford's Facebook page.
Whey,
That's all
go
I'm
on,
saying.
lad.
All I'm saying.
Mental
on,
reposted
lad.
it as well.
Mental reposted it as well on their Instagram. You should go give them a follow as well.
Yeah. Awesome.
Just to stay on the topic of men's mental health for a second, Zian, where do you stand on men's mental health? Like, are you a big advocate for it? Is it a big part of your life?
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, how can you not be an advocate for it? I mean,
Yeah,
it's not
yeah,
something I actively go out and
Shout from the
contribute
rooftops about.
towards. Yeah. But I mean, yeah, mental health does exist, like, in everyone, literally. I don't think that should be any different for men or women. Like, I think that there should be support services in place that anyone can access. Do you know what I mean?
One thing I just want to, kind of dip my toes in and clear up a bit. Do you know when people say, mental health is out there? What does that mean, mental health?
I think mental health issues are out there. Like,
I feel
it's real. It's not just people making it up.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, in minute cases, it can be, but it's definitely not the norm.
Of course, I feel like the meaning gets a little bit misconstrued. Like, people say mental health as obviously they're meaning mental health issues, but I don't really know where mental health purely stemmed from. I don't know where they got that phrase.
Fuck knows,
Because other people that are really behind it can get it confused with other things. And
I wanted to
we're not going to go knee deep into that one.
No, but I want to kind of talk about TikTok's making me TikTok's a very sad place recently. To be fair, I don't know if any of you guys have been seeing the traction on videos, but with Men's Mental Health Month, there's been videos of people doing a moment of silence on men's mental health and then proceeding to the TikTok sound is me them going yeah,
and
it's sad, man.
Absolutely diabolical.
I've not seen it.
No, it's
So pretty much it's this, I don't want to say trend because it's just women making videos, because obviously it's Men's Mental Health Month. It's just about hurt women just making videos, taking a moment of silence for men's mental health and just screaming at the top of their lungs.
Well, I mean,
saying
there's
that
haters everywhere.
saying that men's mental health isn't important, that shouldn't pay any attention to it. When I think it's put on by
that, to me tells me why it is a thing, if that makes sense.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
If you see men's mental health and then feel you don't need to honor a moment of silence for it.
To be fair, I mean, men do account to 80% of all suicides. Do you know what I mean?
and the statistics have been put up everywhere recently.
Yeah.
500,000 men a year.
Yeah. I mean,
Something
it's unbelievably common. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'd say as far as people taking the piss, it says more about them than it does
Yeah.
And it is the
anything
man.
else. No one sat there going,
Yeah.
"Oh,
It's not
go on, girl."
I
know.
don't want to say, by the way, obviously I want to make it very clear. I know common sense would say that it's not all females, by the way, but there's very minute cases of some.
Yeah, but of course,
female
again,
TikTok.
you can't generalize anything.
Yeah.
It's never.
I just wanted to make-
I know what
Yeah.
you mean.
It's everyone's mental health at
Yeah.
the end of the day.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially with the fucking current state of politics and
Yeah.
the world climate.
100%.
Oh my
I think
god, it's just getting
in
worse.
general, the world seems so torn apart or so distant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Recently, within the past
Because
since-
of wealth disparity
Yeah,
and
since,
just
COVID
people
and stuff.
treading all
Yeah.
over the most vulnerable in our society.
Especially on online, no matter what content you make or whatever you post online, there's hate. No matter on TikTok's such a toxic platform now. No matter what you post on TikTok, you see some just horrible comments.
I would say though, there's not a platform out there that's full of love. Humans are toxic. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not necessarily this platform. You know what? Go look at game chats back in the day, shit like that.
Bro.
Even now, to be fair, nothing has changed.
EG.
We need to bring Xbox 360 era back.
Mate, honestly, it was gas. To be fair, it was some.
You know what game
deep
I really
memories.
miss? What was it called? Castle Heroes.
Castle Crashers.
Something like that. It was an
Castle
Xbox
Heroes.
360
Is that the one
arcade
where
game.
you can play as the blue knight, the red knight,
Yeah.
green knight? Yeah.
Bro,
Castle
I'm telling you,
Crashers.
that was a core memory.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of Castle Crashers.
Or
What?
Xbox 360 Crash Course or something.
Yeah,
Doritos Crash Course.
Yes, Doritos Crash Course 2. Was
What a
sick,
banger,
mate.
man.
Honestly, what
Absolute
a game.
banger. That sent my heart rate through the roof.
I can imagine, mate. Honestly, it's a good
Bring
job
back
not wearing a
Doritos.
Fitbit, mate. Fucking hell, be beeping.
Pulsating after every session, man.
Frothing at the mouth for it.
Honestly, he is frothing at the mouth. He looks like he's got rabies. You've just mentioned that. Fucking hell. Obviously, you guys won't be able to see this, but
You don't want to see someone with rabies. What do you mean?
What is rabies?
I think it's just like a disease.
Yeah.
I think it's
you get it from that
illness. Wow.
Wow.
I know, crazy.
No,
innit?
sorry. I mean, like,
just
you get it
causes-
from like when is it? Like, is that
Get
when
it
like
from wild
animal, yeah,
animals.
like bites
yeah,
or something?
You can tell
Yeah,
because they're like frothing at the mouth, but it makes you like hydrophobic. So it makes you afraid of like water. Like you can't drink water. So you just. I think almost 100% of people who have rabies die from rabies.
It's like one of
like-
those fatal diseases.
Yeah, and like because
That is insane.
you stop drinking, like, you can't. I don't know why, but it just makes you hydrophobic. So you stop like consuming water.
But to bring it back onto Xbox 360 times, I was a Halo 3, Skate 3 type of guy.
Same, mate. I was a
I
skate
remember you
free.
skate free. Yeah.
Halo guy. I love Halo.
Such a banger.
Honestly, mate, some great shout there.
What was my
You
favorite?
excited to skate for?
There's a skate 4.
Yeah, have you not
The
seen
only
it?
thing I don't like about it is that it's free to play, and it's by EA.
You don't like that it's free.
And
The other ones
Just-
are by EA, though, to be fair.
true. Well, they've got a new studio, but the way EA is nowadays, the way they monetize their games,
Yeah,
I
no,
just
it's
don't.
hard.
I just don't know whether it's going to be
Oh, you think about like
great
free
in
to
that
play, but
aspect.
Especially,
like,
yeah, because
you'll
it's
have
free
to
to
pay
play,
for
yeah.
a lot of things.
True.
Any
Yeah.
customization, £10.
Exactly. You
On a
want to
skateboard,
Do you wanna-
50 quid.
you want to get a bucket of KFC on your head, 500 quid, please.
Literally, mate. You want to be Darth Vader? £25.
It's crazy. Sell your shoes. Get a
Yes.
virtual pair on Fortnite. Do you know what I mean?
Actually, though, it's
That is
fun.
so weird.
It, you know,
man.
it is bizarre. It actually is.
The monetization of video games is,
I want to. I
But you
genuinely.
can be Godzilla with like a fresh pair of J's, so I do respect that. Do you know what I mean?
and you can get all the colorways that you can't on StockX.
Say it, man.
It's pretty sick, to be fair. but no.
yeah.
Fortnite's such a weird game, man. Can you imagine like 10 years ago we'd be like talking about a game where you can play as like Godzilla with J's, like on a team with
Literally,
Darth
it is-
Vader,
it's
Robin,
nearly,
and
it's only been 8 years. It's nearly 10 years ago. But 8 years ago, it was just a fun shooter game. Now it's,
Yeah.
I feel like it's lost its.
It's not really a game. It's
not
more
really
of like a fucking advertising.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just it's like
Platform.
IP the experience.
Yeah,
every
literally.
every IP you could ever think
and
of.
it's
is
not
on
even
Fortnite.
just a battle royale now as well. Like obviously, it's like you know, like with Roblox, you have like you can play it, but there's like loads of mini games of
Yeah.
like stuff.
Yeah,
Like they've got that. They've got like a Guitar Hero type game. They've got like a Lego City type game.
I don't know, man. I've never been big into Fortnite, to be fair. I thought it was alright, but like I don't know. Yeah, the more like traction it got, I was like, fucking hell.
Yeah,
Don't know why, but it's never been for me, to be honest.
I get that. No, I get that.
I enjoy a bit of PUBG, like if I'm, you know what I mean, for a battle royale.
PUBG and
Yes.
like Apex were like the two biggest
I used to
rivals
play a
of
lot of
Fortnite at the
Apex.
time. Yeah,
I used to play a lot of
Apex
Apex.
was fun.
It was good, yeah. The movement, it was good skill based, like
Who was your Apex main?
Horizon and then Octane and Horizon.
I don't know who Horizon is.
She like throws a thing on the ground and then it rises you up. Like, it's like an
okay.
elevation platform,
Yeah, yeah.
and it used to bring you up dead fast. It was quite OP, to be fair.
I think I stopped playing after was it Revenant?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, I stopped playing probably a few years ago. To be fair.
I quite enjoyed Mirage as well.
Oh yeah,
Mirage was just quite fun.
yeah. I never played him. I never bought him, but
Yeah.
like I know what you mean.
I'll be honest. Never got into Apex. Me,
Solid, you know. Do you like Titanfall?
I love
It's
Titanfall.
fucking
It's in the world
very,
of Titanfall.
yeah. It's in the world. Of
They were meant to make a Titanfall 3, but apparently it got
got
cancelled.
cancelled the other week. You know, fucking hell.
GTA 6 got delayed as well.
Yep.
Yeah,
Ah.
yeah.
Right,
But I mean,
also-
it's the most hyped game of all time.
What's,
So
what's going on with the fucking Knights of the Old Republic remake? When's that coming out? Do you know what I mean?
Battlefront 3.
Yeah,
Oh,
oh,
we
mate.
want Battlefront 3.
Yeah, we do
Everyone
want
does.
Battlefront 3, literally.
Yeah.
That as well. You know what I was saying before about like a live action One Piece experience? A true like proper fun like live action Star Wars experience would be so sick. Remember like when No Man's Sky came out, I was announced.
Yeah.
It's like an infinitely growing like space open world game.
Yeah.
Like that in like the Star Wars IP could be so much fun.
Maybe. I feel like for a Star Wars IP, I'd rather have it not procedurally generated, to be honest. I'd rather have it like I think something like that would be good. You know, where you can like go to different planets stuff like
yeah.
that. But I'd like it to be not linear, but just more soulful, you know, than just AI. Because like, there's only so much you can really do. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's getting more and more advanced by the day.
Yeah.
But at the moment, I would prefer a more tailored experience. Well, don't mind, you can have an open world one where you can visit different planets and stuff. Like, I know Star Wars Outlaws did something similar, but obviously that was just absolute shambles, mate. You know what I mean?
I prefer, like, you know, when it comes to like Star Wars experiences, I prefer like the more ground level, like than lightsaber characters.
Depends.
I know that's like a hot take, but I'd prefer to just play as like a
stormtrooper.
Oh yeah, just a regular, like, you know, like a Han Solo type character.
What, and just be part of more like the grounded experience,
Yeah,
experiencing the grandiose scale.
Then
of
playing
it.
as like a powerful Jedi.
Yeah,
like I don't know, like
because then once you get used to that, like power, everything else is just like insignificant. Yeah, I get what you mean.
I know what you mean, but I think it depends. Like, I think look at the Force Unleashed games; they're fucking sick.
Yeah,
like, do you know what I mean?
I'd love games like, you know, like power complex games.
Yeah,
you can just feel like the most powerful being
yeah,
in
like
the
power
universe.
trip games.
Yeah.
So good. They are good, to be fair. But
I mean, like the OG prototype games.
Yeah, and like what's it called now? It was Prototype and Infamous as well.
Yeah.
Like no. But I think like when you play games like Force Unleashed and then you sit there and play Battlefront, like it makes feeling like playing as a soldier. It's like, damn, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Like it makes it feel better.
But I thought it'd be such a good experience. Like, say if you're playing like you're just playing as like a regular like rebel trooper, and then like you come against like a Inquisitor, and you have like the Inquisitor like an almost unstoppable force as a rebel trooper.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
Have you played the Jedi games?
Yes.
I think that does a great
I played
job,
the
especially the
first
first one. Like you don't feel that powerful at all. Like the what
Like
is it? Is it the Ninth Sister, the big one? Like she
Yeah.
absolutely twats you, mate. When you cut her hand off, you don't even kill her. You're
That's
like,
what I love about, like, you know, when you fight Darth Vader in that game.
yeah,
He's an unstoppable force.
literally. Like you can't even fight
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
I think that does that really. You play as a Jedi with a lightsaber. You've got force powers. You're mowing down stormtroopers, but when it comes to even like Inquisitors, not even like the Grand one. Like you just get absolutely shot on. Do you know?
They introduced him in such a good way. Like nothing was building up for his like introduction at the end.
Darth Vader. Oh, mate, it's bones.
You just don't feel like he'll show up.
Mate. Cal sat there trying to convert her. I forgot what she's called. The second sister, and then all you hear is just. You know, it's you get chills. You actually hear the footsteps. It's so good.
And then you try and hit, and he's just like, nah.
That's so good. And it makes you throw Sage under off the edge. It's actually class. It's so good, man. Unbelievable.
Absolutely.
What an
crazy.
experience.
The amount of aura TikToks that's probably been made on that.
Mate, honestly, you know what? And in Jedi Survivor, where you play as like Sage under, and you have to fight Darth Vader in that's also sick.
Yeah.
Because like, I don't think he's trying, bro.
I
It's
haven't
like,
even played it. This is spoilers.
oh, you've got to play Jedi Survivor.
Don't say anymore because I'm going to play it.
You should, lad. You should.
I know. I need to play it.
amazing,
I've completed Fallen Order.
I think it's better than Fallen Order, mate.
Yeah, but it is meant to be.
Yeah,
like the gameplay and just the scale of it.
I
Everything's
loved
going to
it,
be
mate.
better.
Absolutely loved it.
Vader,
It was great.
like the Vader glaze happens so much in, like, you know, Rebels.
Yeah, well, good. I think that's what we want.
Yeah,
like, don't fucking downplay him. Don't downplay the Sith.
This
Do you
is
know
the
what I
thing,
mean?
But like,
You
you know
want
when
them to be
you're playing
intimidating
Battlefront 2
villains.
and like you're playing Heroes v Villains and like you can just like mow down, you can't just mow down Vader, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I
can just
know
kill
what you
mean.
mean, but that's more of like a multiplayer experience. Do you know
but,
what I mean?
And then when you switch to like one of these other like Star Wars IPs and Vader's like you stand no chance.
Yeah, well, you got to remember, like, he's Anakin, and he's the chosen one. Literally, if it wasn't for the suit, he'd be the most powerful character to have ever lived in that universe. I mean, you can argue Palpatine's more. I wouldn't even argue Palpatine's more powerful, but obviously, you put Vader in the suit.
Yeah, and then
that was
Palpatine
vulnerable
has
to
more like force
lightning.
power.
Yeah. The suit was vulnerable to lightning and also restricted Vader's ability.
Yeah,
and kept him in constant pain, like because Palpatine didn't want him to.
What did you think about
stronger.
Episode 9? By the way, Palpatine is back.
Mate, horrible, absolutely horrible.
Yeah,
should have been. I really do hate the sequels.
I think you could have done it. To be fair,
I like Force Awakens. I think it's interesting, and I think it provides. While it is very similar to A New Hope, it provides a base that you can build off of.
Yeah.
And then what was it?
I don't like. My biggest gripe was that Kylo Ren sacrifice himself to save Ray.
I
I
try
feel like
to be
that's
dumb,
just the biggest cop out.
shitty writing.
You could improve the film tenfold just by having it be the other way around.
Not even, bro. It's just so poorly done. Honestly, that film is
Yeah.
So you've got Force Awakens, interesting. You've got fucking Last
The Last
Jedi,
Jedi.
where Ryan Johnson, oh my god, talk about one of the fucking worst directors of all time. Like, don't worry,
He ruined Luke as a character.
yeah, well, literally, and I think what he was doing was not like, I enjoy Star Wars and I want, like, I'm going to tell this story for Star. He was just being like, how can I subvert expectation
Yeah.
here? Well, how can I, like, you know what I mean, shock the watcher?
Yeah.
Like that was it, and then J.J. Abrams for Rise of Skywalker, you could tell he was salty about like other decisions Ryan Johnson has made.
Yeah.
So he just
J.J. Abrams
he spent-
did 7 as well, didn't he?
Yeah, he did 7 and 9. So you can tell he was
He was
salty
like,
about
"What have you
8.
done?"
And then he spends half the film trying to retcon everything that happened in 8.
Yeah.
So like it just goes nowhere. Do you know what I mean?
Do you think that if J.J. Abrams had 8, he could have done a better job? Like if he directed all 3?
Yeah, I think probably. I think it would have been different. But I think I don't know why they give it to different directors. I think they should have just, if you're doing a trilogy, give it to one director.
And then just
like
let
to
it
see their
take
vision
more time.
through. Yeah, exactly. Because otherwise, it's going to be a bit of a mashup where like what is going on?
I think a good example of that is the Harry Potter series. So you
Yeah.
had 1 and 2, Chris Columbus.
Yeah,
Number 3, Prisoner of Azkaban, Alfonso Cuarón. I don't know if I butchered that name. Number 4, Mike Newell.
yeah,
And then 5, 6, and 7, David Yates.
yeah. And it's
All completely clashing themes.
they all feel very different when
Yeah,
you watch them
they
as
all
well.
feel
Like
different.
they feel like different. Like you can tell the style is absolutely different. Do you know what I mean?
But
Like,
it's no surprise that 1 and 2 are the best out of all of them.
I don't think they are. You know,
You don't
no,
think they are?
first is my favourite one.
really.
Yeah.
I think Prisoner of Azkaban's probably my favorite.
One
Well, the
reason
Goblet of Fire as well.
One
Shit
reason I love Prisoner of Azkaban, the cinematography.
Yeah,
Absolutely
in Prisoner of Azkaban, like the cinematography, all the
Absolutely.
shots are gorgeous.
They're
Like it looks,
unreal.
it
But this
looks
is why I
amazing,
love the
that
first
film.
one. I don't know, maybe it's just because the first one sets it all up.
I do
Yeah,
enjoy the
it's-
first one. The world building's amazing.
Yeah.
Like and characters are great as well. Like it's a very hearty film. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what? This might flip the idea of it on its head a bit, but I feel like the tone of the films mature and age with the characters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I absolutely agree.
definitely.
I mean,
Yeah.
look at
Like
look
the
at
first one
compar-
kind of feels like a Christmas movie.
Yeah, it's like an adventure film.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's an
like-
adventure film. It's meant to drag you into this magical world.
Yeah,
of
exactly.
adventure
And then
whatnot.
compare that to Deathly Hallows Part 2. It's like, what the fuck? Do you know what I mean? If you showed someone the first and showed someone that, they'd just be like,
Is this the
this-
same series?
It's like the
Yeah.
18-hour version.
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoy that though. I like how the story matures with the characters. I think I think that's why it's done so well and it's so unbelievably popular. Do you know what I mean?
I think another IP that does that though is, MCU, you know how they have like the independent films have their own director?
yeah,
yeah.
Like when you see Thor in the Avengers movies and then you have Thor in a Taika Waititi movie.
Just to
Yeah.
just to
It's
point
just-
this out, are we going to go on to Avengers and Star Wars in every episode? Because we've
Is
been
that-
on it.
is that our running
We've been
trope?
on him every single.
To be fair, we said we'd get back to anime because we had a 20-minute 20-minute tangent, and then
And
we've
we
just
just haven't.
gone, just gone on another tangent.
we
to
can
be
make
fair.
about anime
I-
gaming and
It's your podcast, man. I don't mind at all. Man. I'm just happy to sit here and chat shit. Do you know what
This
I mean?
is kind of a running theme though. We tell the guests what the podcast is going to be about.
Is there a timer anywhere?
there is.
Could go for a piss, you know.
Do you want me? I could fill in if you want. I'll fill in being the spotlight.
Go on.
We're going on to Mike 4. Let's go.
There you go.
Okay. Are we hiding James's face with a mask? I think we should. I just stick it on your face. Nah, you can't breathe with it though. To be fair, it's like a ceramic mat. Nah, it's grim. Toilet's where?
Producer James making his grand reveal.
You're not gonna have to edit this all out as well.
People have fucked up the toilet.
Yeah.
This is absolutely groundbreaking.
You'll find it. Follow the signs that say toilet.
Oh my god, I can't believe I'm here, guys.
Oh no, this is weird.
This is crazy.
Hello and welcome back to episode 5 of the Creating Illusions podcast.
Producer James.
Hey! I finally made your appearance, man.
I have.
How's it feel?
It's crazy what
Yeah.
we're going to talk about today.
I know.
This opportunities.
This is quite. I feel like we are going to do an episode.
We're going to do an episode, just both of us.
Yeah.
Just,
What's that episode going to be about? Tease that a little bit.
So, as you don't know, I'm into my filmmaking. Might do an episode of filmmaking. We're going to talk about fucking Avengers and Star Wars and shit.
Yeah.
Obviously, because it's going to come up every single time.
Yeah. I feel it's just because it's massively big franchises that everybody knows. If that makes
Massively
sense.
big franchises that everyone knows. Like, we're both in the space.
Yeah.
Like,
It's easy to use them as like analogies to kind of analyze what we're talking about.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. But you know what I was saying before about Taika Waititi is for like his films is for so bad.
Do you think his films are bad?
I think the fourth one definitely.
What is this in Star Wars?
That's the Taika Waititi's
This is
Fall Love and
MCU.
Thunder.
Sorry,
Yeah.
guys.
You know where he's like it's an overly comic movie and it's just like to the point where it's just cringe. 'cause
Which film are you on about?
So this is the latest Thor movie, Fall Love and Thunder.
Oh,
You can't take anything seriously because everything ends up being a joke, and it's just kind of like
I feel like the humor in MCU in recent years has just been like
downhill.
You can't really like put a serious twist on things that are meant to be. Oh shit, he's back.
He's back.
Fucking need to run. No, but I've had the face reveal. I'm here, baby. I'm here. But what we're saying is, I feel like Ziene is now the producer. Producer Ziene.
Swapping suits.
Unofficially. On mic number 2, you can see the light that's lit up. If you press that, you can unmute it. No. So click the green light. No, the one that's lit up, that's the mute button.
Okay.
Yes,
there he
is.
Okay.
Producer Ziene.
So is it going to be a
Unofficial.
problem that you press the other buttons before that?
His new name's Unofficial Ziene.
Unofficial.
Ah.
Strictly.
Shit, I forgot what I was talking about now. Yeah, Kosh come in, yeah. Yeah, it's fine, yeah. No worries.
To be fair though, how long do we think in the episode we're getting now?
Oh, we're like an hour and 20, aren't we? Nearly an hour and 20.
Does it say it here?
Yeah, it says at the top of the little
Oh,
screen.
Yeah, an hour and 21.
Hour and 21, so it's
Awesome,
pretty
man.
much the same as the last one.
Yeah. I mean, I'm happy to start trying to call it soon.
But I'm just to finish off on talking about the Fall Love and Thunder and just the MCU movies as overall. I feel like you said, the humour and the tone of the films have changed so drastically. Like,
Yeah.
the humour just overpowers everything, especially when it's like tried and tested humour. Like, it's not that funny anymore. Everyone knows what to expect, and it's not entertaining. Like, people want to laugh, but they also want to be invested. They want deep narratives. They
Yeah,
want
absolutely.
to cry. Like, they want emotion. They don't just want laughter.
Yeah.
He's
Like,
behind
But
me.
I was saying, you
that
know,
type shit.
4-4, like the 4-4 movie,
Yeah.
where it was just like everything was too comical and
Love
it's
and
just
Thunder.
Yeah.
I despised it, mate. I really went in there
because
with high
it doesn't feel like the
expectations.
same Thor who was in Avengers: Infinite War and Endgame.
Yeah,
No,
no,
I mean, he just
exactly.
turned his character into a bit of a joke, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like,
And that's what I mean by like, you know, when you have too many different directors working on the same
Yeah.
franchise,
Yeah.
it makes it so hard. It's
Nah.
like a roller coaster trying to follow it.
do you know what? Honestly, I think that's Taika Waititi's fault. Even though I think he did a great job with Ragnarok.
So much, yeah.
Yeah.
Some of his, like Jojo Rabbit's amazing.
Free Guy
I-
was pretty good. Was Free Guy?
Did he
Free
do?
Guy?
Did he do
Oh, was
Free Guy?
Free Guy a Sean Levy movie?
I don't know. It might be.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
Honestly, he also did. What's it called now?
Did he do Black Panther?
What's it?
No,
No,
that was
Ryan Coogler.
Ryan Coogler.
Yeah.
What
Google it.
is it? What We Do in the Shadows? He also did. I'm pretty sure.
couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I think.
I don't know what that is.
You know the vampire one where it's like. Have you not?
Sinners.
Nah. Taika Waititi. He did like a vampire comedy. It's like a mockumentary. It's pretty class, to be fair. But I think his ego run a bit wild with
Having a bit of success.
Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
That's what I thought it was. I think he's a great director and he can be. But I thought that was him and his ego just out of control. Like nobody was telling him no on decisions.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I think it could have been a good film. I think you got Christian Bale as the fucking villain. Like, how can you go wrong?
To be fair, I haven't seen much of Love and Thunder, but he seems like he was quite a good
Yeah, he's the
villain
best
in that.
part of it, but that's no
Yeah.
compliment.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, to be fair, you can tell he wasn't given much to work with.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
Honestly,
he
it's pretty
acted well
poor.
with what he had.
Yeah, but I still think it was one of his worst performances. But I don't attest that to him. I don't blame that on him.
It's more the writing.
Yeah, it's the writing.
I think it's the
writing.
writing and also the directing. Like, what are we doing? Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I feel
What are we
like
trying to
that's
do here?
I feel like that's a lot of cases with
His name was
Yeah.
Gore the God Butcher, and he doesn't live up to that as his name.
No, it was quite disappointing, honestly.
Yeah,
I feel like that can be said for a lot of actors that are in bad films.
yeah,
Good actor, bad film.
Yeah,
You can always
exactly.
tell though when because they still give it their all, even when they're not
Yeah.
given any substance to deal with. Do you
Yeah,
know what
exactly.
I mean?
again, like Mark Hamill in like the 8th Star Wars movie.
Yeah, I mean,
think
you know
his
what?
he
no,
didn't
go
do
on.
bad. Sorry, I apologize.
No, I
You can never pin it on the actors because at the
Yeah.
end of the day, they're just being they're
Well-
just doing their job. They've been given
What they
given a
have.
script.
I agree. I
and
think even
lines
some
to
bad
read.
actors as well,
and they're just
can
acting
be
it out.
good as long as they get good direction. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
direction. Like if a film's shit, it's not because one of the actors is bad. It's because the direction as a whole was off.
Yeah,
And this is what I think to bring back to Starcast in the other episode.
yeah.
We were talking about Starcast and how it like ruins opportunities for actors.
You know when you
and
see
stuff.
do you know when you saw like Tom Holland as Nathan Drake, or
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that ruins stuff. What are we doing? Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
It doesn't fit at all.
Because if
Nathan
a-
Fillion was right there.
Exactly. He even made a short fan film, and he was amazing in that. There was an Uncharted fan film.
What of Nathan Fillion?
Yeah,
Was it?
yeah, it's on YouTube.
I've not seen it. You know?
Absolutely amazing. I watched it a couple of years ago, but from what I can remember, it was amazing.
I can imagine. To be fair, I mean they just I mean they do it all the time, don't they?
You get what I
Like,
mean?
they
You know,
just
it's like,
slam
it just doesn't feel like it's the
like-
character. You're just
well,
watching
because
the
they're not
acting.
casting.
Yeah.
they're not casting because they think this person would be
Can
good as this
portray it.
character. And they're just
Yeah.
being like, people love Tom Holland. Let's fucking slam
Yeah,
in
yeah.
literally
I
everything.
feel like they'd make them decisions last minute because whether you have a script that's not good enough or
It'll bring people to
set
watch it, won't
design,
it? Yeah,
whatever,
literally.
the process of making a film that's something's not gone right and they have so much budget left. Oh, how can we fill this out? What will
Yeah.
get the most like traction?
Yeah.
Big names.
No, well,
Big
absolutely,
names to
yeah.
get the attention.
Because even if
bring
they
the
are
fans in.
confident in their project, as long as they've got a few big names, like people will go and watch it.
Yeah.
and it has
Yeah, yeah,
been
yeah.
shown time and time again, literally. But it's a shame, man. I feel
It's a
like
shame.
the film industry's kind of making a comeback though after COVID, finally.
Yeah.
But there's been a lot of good stuff recently, a lot of interesting stuff.
I want to give a good example of good star casting that I feel can be linked back to anime. This is the clothes that we're looking for.
Go on.
Giancarlo Esposito was also in Edgerunners.
Oh, he was one. He was the
Cyberpunk
villain,
Edgerunners.
wasn't he? You know, he was
Yeah.
pretty good in that. to
It
be
was
fair.
Faraday.
Yeah, yeah.
Faraday,
I think
yeah.
that was his name.
Faraday.
He was like the corpo guy.
Yeah, the
wasn't
corpo guy. He
And
was
the
really
Arasaka
good in
guy.
that.
No,
Yeah.
he was good in that.
Do we think we close it with that?
Yeah, that's another
Awesome.
little teaser for you to get into Edgerunners. Why
Awesome.
not, mate?
Yeah, you need to
Giancarlo
watch that on
Esposito.
it. If you watch that on it, you want to play the game.
Yeah, 100%.
All right. Well,
Absolutely
It
amazing.
is
That's all I'm gonna say.
phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
I want to
That's
thank
the
you
way.
guys for coming on today. Thank you, Ziene, for helping us out today.
Anytime.
Awesome. Thank you. For
Unofficial Zian behind the mic. Producer James making his big reveal.
the cage. Thank you to the cage.
Yeah.
It's out of the cage somehow.
We might feature today.
I've got some paprika walk as well there. You just
If-
want to stack on.
You're watching on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment. Any traction helps. If you're listening to it on Spotify, I can never remember what they're supposed to do with Spotify. Follow.
Give
rate.
the episode a rating as well
Yeah.
as the channel. Share it to your friends, your
Awesome,
family,
man.
whoever.
Again, any traction helps, man. I really appreciate it.
And what do we say at the end of every project?
That's a wrap.
Damn, that's so wholesome.
Big up producer James.
Big up. Way!
Wow.
Oh.
Producer James.
Unofficial Zian.
And unofficial Zian.
Awesome. Thank you for listening.
Nice
Cool.
one, guys.
Thanks for watching, guys.
See you in a bit.